This is the first exhibition which shows to the public some of the 60,000 works belonging to the UniCredit Group collection. The idea of the show, the concept of the show, is to show how art is in some sense always contemporary, and how works of art dialogue between themselves and they dialogue together with the public. So you will find so many different artists, so many different medias, all together in a show which wants to speak not only about art, not only about the UniCredit Group collection, but about every one of us and about our life. In the first room, which is the entrance hall of the Kunstforum, you will see immediately what past, present and future means, what is the general mood of the exhibition. You will see an installation by Giulio Paolini, a very important artist from the Arte Povera in Italy, and then you see a big photograph by Candida Höfer, which was shot in Bologna and is dedicated to an ancient library, public library, the Archiginnasio library. Then you see a work by Thomas Struth, the famous photographer of the Düsseldorf school, which has been taken in the Kunsthistorisches Museum. So you see many people looking at artworks. And this is very interesting because you have immediately the idea of what we are talking about. We are talking about contemporary art talking to ancient art, and also ancient art renewed in some ways together with the dialogue with the contemporary art. And you have also a painting by Van Blumen and a photograph by Olivo Barbieri dedicated to Colosseo and to ancient ruins near Rome. I think it's a good way of entering in the show, seeing this mix and seeing different works of art. It's a kind of never-ending dialogue. One of the rooms which is very close to this concept is the room called the Face-to-Face, dedicated to what we can consider as a genre of artistic tradition, I mean the portrait. But it's not only so, it's really a room in which you see how people look into themselves and how people look outside, how they want to be seen, for example, and how they really probably are. So, and when you are in this room, you will feel so many eyes looking at you, and at the same time, if you look carefully, you will see many eyes from the works of art looking at each other. And I like this idea that we are talking with the paintings or with the photographies, and the photographies are talking with us, and everyone tries to give its own experience. It's the experience of the viewer and it's the experience of the artist. Art is lively and makes sense when people are interested in what artists try to tell us. If they are just some objects in order to show how powerful you are or how rich you are, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense. If art is a tool in order to exchange ideas, to having discussions on some of the themes that are our everyday life themes, I think that in this way art has its sense, and I think that a collection is not simply a number of names and works, but it's something that is really an important part of our life. This exhibition also wants to be an exhibition in which you never simply look at some masterworks, even if some masterworks are exhibited here, but your mind goes to your everyday experience and to the experience you have in talking together with other people, in discussing with them, in having same things to share, some other to discuss on. It's not so difficult to buy a masterwork of a top-lot artist if you have the money. It's much more difficult, but it's much more creative too, to support what's happening now, even if you don't know if it will be a master of tomorrow or not. But this is something that concerns every one of us, and in my opinion, this is the big challenge of corporate collections now.